Here, we're back today. I want to tell you guys about a little way of presenting music that I came up with through the biggest challenge that I had. I came up with this new system, and it's called the Music Adventure System. Almost instantly, my teaching and playing developed into what I was looking for. Stories can teach kids without them realizing they're being educated. I know, rocket science, right? It's the perfect way to engage a child's imagination while still providing valuable information. So when I started using my stories, my music teaching, and my music became more fun and effective. And here's one of my favorite examples. This is what I came back to Ben, the original boy that I was giving music lessons to, that I came for a second day piano lesson. So he was having a lot of trouble understanding and remembering the notes on the piano. And I could tell that he was frustrated, so I decided to try something different. I started telling him a story, but before we started, he chose who the characters were. And there were only 3 rules. They had to be animals, they had to stay in the same order, and they had to start with the letters C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Now, you would say, Michael, why don't you just go from A to G? But in music, we count from middle C. So it started from there. So actually in notes, when you have music, it goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So Ben eagerly chose cat, dog, elephant, giraffe, anteater, and bird. Okay, I might have helped in choosing one of those animals, okay? But he did agree to them, okay? But this story turned into an incredible feature where a cat wanted to jump over the fence to catch the bird, but the dog and the elephant always protected the bird, but made sure that the cat never left his spot. So with this story that we made, I just showed that these notes on a piano can never ever change. Stories can attach imagination with actual life concepts and bring a wholesome experience to children. And this was where Ben the Brave was created. I created these little worlds where characters live in a musical context. And they make music not only come alive on paper, but more importantly, in their hearts. And once I started to share these stories, I realized these children were so excited about music, and they actually wanted to play. I remember the first time I ever read Ben the Brave as just a storyboard. I literally just had pictures that I printed out on large paper, and I had my concept art, and I decided to see, well, do children like it? And my wife was a teacher at a school, and she was able to get me in to test the story on children. With this amazing feedback that I got from 4 and 5-year-olds, I said, we have to get this into children's hands as quick and as much as possible. So that's just a little bit of background around my system, which is the Music Adventure System. And really, just to sum it all up, it's where you take a fun adventure where the children are getting excited about the characters in the story, and it's relevant to the thing that you're teaching. So if we look at here, the characters that we have at Ben the Brave here, we have 4 main characters, and I always talk about the 4 main instruments. So we got Gabe the guitar, we've got Pearl the piano, we've got the drum family, and we've got Betty the bass. If you notice that the letters of their names, they correspond. So we try to do some auditory reinforcement where we say Gabe the guitar, and in the character's name is the thing we want to teach to them. So that's why I even say on day 1 they can recognize instruments, because the characters themselves, spoiler, are the things we're trying to teach them. I just want to share a little bit about my system, and I have more to go on this behind the scenes of Ben the Brave.